I think we're kind of where I thought we could become. I think that where we are right now is a little, we're about ready to begin playoffs. We got a great challenge in front of us with Rockbridge, but our team's changed a lot. We lost a lot of people. We lost people through injury. We're playing other people now. So where we had depth last year, we don't have as much depth with the varsity experience. So we're in a little bit of a situation of trying to piece this still together. It looks good from the outside, but we're kind of hanging on a little bit right now. Well, I definitely do feel the stress, but I think you also feel the stress come playoff times. I think you're always trying to figure out the what-if scenarios and make sure that you have all your bases covered for all the planning that needs to be done with it. But at the end of the day, we do got to still play football, and we got to make sure we get the 11 to 22 players ready to play on Friday night. So, this week's going to be very good for us to try to see who opens up. Yesterday we had practice and we had 9 starters sitting out. So, we're going to get a lot of young guys some reps this week. It was a great atmosphere. It was a great feeling on the sideline. We were doing a traditional football game. We were punting, we were punt receiving. We were doing everything that you would do on a normal game. And the best thing about it, there was no panic on the sideline. The guys know that we can handle any situation. They rose to the occasion and really played great on both sides of the ball when they needed to. And I thought our second half, we played really well. We scored 21 points in the second half, which is what a normal football team does. I think they're excited. I think they're ready for the challenge. They know that these starters might come back, but they also know that it's their chance to get ready. So we're in an evaluation phase this week, and hopefully some of these guys can step up and really impress us. Yeah, I think you got to attack practice first. Yes, you try to maybe limit the contact because at this point of the day or the year, you're not really trying to teach these guys how to tackle anymore. You're trying to keep them healthy to make sure they're ready for Friday night. But that means you still got to get your work in. We got to get a lot of young guys, the scout team reps too. So it's kind of a delicate balance. You got to get ready, but you got to make sure you stay healthy. And then on Friday night, you try to let your horses run and see what happens. I think that as approaching playoffs, it's really easy to stay focused on one task at one game at a time. Each week it goes down by half the players or half the teams out there. So we try to just say, hey, let's try to be one of 16 next week. Let's try to be one of 8 the following week. So we really are able to keep it one game, and our guys are really buying into it.